Happy Friday. Hope you all have had a good week. Wanted to go live today with my 5 on Friday and share 5 things that happened this week, and hopefully something I say will help to encourage you. So anyways, I wanted to start out with my mom. It's actually been a very difficult week. Things actually fell apart right after I did my video last week. I got a phone call from the hospice nurse. I think I told you guys she wasn't doing well. But she ended up in bed all day Friday, which is not like her at all. She had another infection. This time it was coming from under her chin, I believe, again. And she has never, ever stayed in bed all day, her entire life. I've never known her to do that, except for when she was sick and in a hospital. But anyways, I called for an update later that afternoon, and I was getting nowhere. I couldn't get anybody to answer the phone, which was very frustrating, and I called in on the echo, and I couldn't see her because the camera wasn't pointing towards the bed, and I kept calling her, and she wasn't answering me, and so I was freaking out that she was dead. And this went on for hours until finally got through to somebody, and by then she was awake. She was, of course, very confused. She thought it was 5:30 in the morning, but she was calm at least, so that was good. It actually, made me feel better that at least she was awake and sort of aware of where she was, but I really wasn't sure what was going to happen. But we got through the night, and lo and behold, the next day, she rallied again. So now, the roller coaster is now back up in a way, but in a way it's not, because just because she rallied this time, it doesn't mean she's actually good. She's just back to her baseline again. So anyways, got through the weekend, and then on Monday I tried to figure out the Medicaid thing again. That was what I was still working on, and called some different places, talked to some different people, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm just going to have to cave in and pay the money to have the place that the facility is recommending help me. I don't want to do it, but I don't feel like I really have any other option. Made an appointment for February 1st. So keep your fingers crossed that it's something that's going to be easy to get done. I'm really dreading that it's going to be hard. So in the meantime, and I also called some of the places that are supposed to help you for free, by the way, and they were booked out for months. So anyways, I also ended up having a care conference that was scheduled for yesterday. They had sent me a letter in the mail, which I thought was really odd, and basically just scheduled it without asking me first, which I didn't appreciate, but it was fine. I ended up calling in yesterday morning, and I've done care conferences many, many times. I've done them, at the old place, and then I've done them here. Well, and to my surprise, when I called in, they told me that my mother was there. And I've never, ever had that happen before. I don't understand why she would have been there. So anyways, the first thing that they asked was, do you want to go through the medications? And I said, anything changed? They said, no. I said, fine. And the next thing I know, they ask her if there's this thing called the MOSE form, I think it's called, which is something you fill out if you want to have life-saving measures or not if something happens. And they asked her if she wanted to be resuscitated or not. I literally could not believe what I was hearing. This is something that we had decided on a long time ago when she first got dementia. And that shouldn't even have been a question. There is absolutely no way in hell that this woman at this stage in her dementia can answer that question, and it wouldn't have changed anyways. So not only did that completely upset me, but then we basically went on with them saying to her, what are your long-term and short-term goals? Now, why in the world would they ask a woman with end-stage, late-stage dementia that question, especially one that can still be somewhat clear sometimes, but not really. But the thing she wants more than anything is to go home, and that's something that will never be attainable. So why would you even ask her that? Because that's just going to upset her more. Anyways, I have to say, I can't even tell you how upsetting this was to me. I got to the point where I basically just told them, we're done. We are done. We are not continuing with this. I want to speak to management or who is ever in charge there, because this is unacceptable. And I basically was told that the director was out of town and the best they could do was have director of nursing call me. And at that point, my mother was very upset. She was literally taking it out on me when I was just fighting for her. And it was literally a disaster. I can't even begin to tell you. I was literally in tears when I got off. It's along with being so angry. I just can't even begin to tell you how upsetting it was. So anyways, at this point, I have yet to hear from anyone. I have put a call into the ombudsman, and I really don't know where this is going to go from here, but this is just not acceptable. And I'm really at the point where I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, I have fought for this woman for 4 years now, and if this is what's going to happen, you know, in this later stage where she really is at her end of life, and I can't get people to support me, what is the point? I mean, this country we live in is just sickening when it comes to elder care. It makes absolutely no sense. Oh, and by the way, they told me that my power of attorney wasn't good enough, that I would need to have her deemed incompetent, which makes absolutely no sense. There is no way I would need to get guardianship over her. This has never been an issue before. So anyways, as you can see, I am not doing well. My mental health is not doing well at all right now. It is suffering greatly because I am getting no support. And I just wanted to say, if anybody out there who is also a caregiver and is going through something like this, I just want you to know you're not alone. And if you guys have any ideas or anybody's watching this can help me to resolve this situation and make change so that this doesn't happen to anybody else, please reach out. Please let me know. So anyways, I'm going to try to move on to something a little more positive. When we went to visit her on Monday, before this all fell apart, I had done a video of her, I don't know if anybody's seen it, using the Talk of a Lifetime cards that I had won on another Instagram blogger, an Instagram person's post. And we asked her a question. Her long-term memory is still very good, but her short-term memory is not. She couldn't even tell you what she did 5 minutes ago, but she could tell you something in the past. So these cards are really a great thing to do with her. You know, it can be very hard to know what to do with her on a visit, depending on where she's at mentally, but this was a really good thing to do. I really enjoyed it. And I was hoping to make it kind of a thing, you know, to help show other people that you can still find small moments of joy in hard things. And so I posted that video, and then after that things kind of fell apart and the rest of it wasn't very good. But anyways, you know, I did have a comment from someone that was very hurtful to me that just didn't get it, and was basically saying to just, you know, and not to nitpick things and enjoy my time with her, but, you know, the fact of the matter is this is my truth. This is what caregivers go through, especially people that are dealing with people that do not have their minds. And it is very, very difficult. And I am just trying to show the realness of this, but at the same time trying to bring some joy into it too. So anyways, enough with that rant. I'm on my second migraine right now, so of the week. So I hope I'm making sense. But anyways, like I said, I would call into ombudsman. I'm hoping maybe she can help. We'll see. It's another new one, but let me know if you have any ideas. And then just want to move on with my Etsy. I mean, that is a positive. At least things there are going great. Sales are wonderful. I am very grateful. I just wish things with my mother were stable so I could have time to just concentrate on my work and something for myself. But anyways, these are a couple of things we're working on. I'm working on, it's a twin set. This one's name is Hannah. Onesie and tutu, crowns, bow tie, and then another little bird. I think I've showed you guys these before, but anyways, I also did get a little bit of time to make another coloring video. So that is up, and I'm really enjoying those. And now I'm done with the first row in Joanna Basford's book, Small Victories. As you can see, I just went with the rainbow theme, so I'm on to the next row. Hopefully next week I'll get another one out, and let me know. I'm trying to decide if I should keep going with the rainbow theme or try something else, so let me know your opinion. I was going to try to do a voiceover on it, but it just really wasn't working out well, so I just went with the music. But I am going to try maybe to put a longer video up coloring, maybe even do a live on YouTube, which would be really fun, I think, and just do it in real time and do actually have chat in color, which I think might be fun. So anyways, that's that for that. And then I just wanted to end with talking about, of course, what's going on in Israel. Today I'm wearing this, I don't know if you noticed this little piece of tape. This is day 98 that the hostages have been in captivity. And one of the hostages' mother, Rachel Poland, bring her home. She is doing this. She's been wearing a piece of tape on her clothing for a while now, and she's asking everybody who can to please join her. Sunday will mark 100 days that those people have been in captivity, and I just pray to God that they're still alive and that they can get out as soon as possible. I can't even imagine the suffering that they're enduring, and that we also have to pray that this war can be ended, that there can be peace, and that there can be life for those innocent people in Gaza at the same time. It's just, just this whole thing is just killing me. I don't even know these people, but I feel like I do. My heart is just broken for them. So anyways, please pray that this war can be ended and these hostages can come home, and that by some miracle we don't even get to day 100. And then I just wanted to end with a little bit of prayer. Please continue to pray for my friend Josh. He is having his physical health is not doing well again, as well as his mental health, of course. Please pray for healing for him, and also for his son, Antonio, and his mom, for my friend Jana, my friend Kathy Sina, the pastor's daughter Zesty, still looking for answers to her health problems. My pastor friend's nephew, Danny, who's in hospice care. A friend of mine from my Lectico that I go to, Jim McDonald, he had a stroke. Please pray for recovery for him. Also, please pray for a lady in my grief support group. Her name is Lynn, and she's going through a very horrible, horrible time right now. And she is thinking of taking her own life, which is horrendous. I'm just praying that she makes it out of this and chooses life. But if anybody is considering something like that, please, reach out to 988 Suicide Hotline. And also pray for the end of this war in Israel. Pray for the hostages, of course. I already said that. Also pray for the ending of the war in Ukraine. Stop the LGBTQIA hate, anti-Semitism, gun violence. Pray for this country, that we can get somebody to run it that is a good person and knows what they're doing and wants the best, that has their own mind and is sane. And oh my God, we just need somebody new that can do this. And also just wanted to end with a prayer that I found. It's actually a prayer for inner peace and strength. And it says, Lord, I come before you ready to pour out my worries, anxieties, and fears at your feet. I am claiming and declaring your promises for blessings of peace and strength over my life. Bring a peace into my soul that passes all worldly understanding, and make a light for others to see your strength. So if you guys are struggling, I hope that prayer can help you. I hope something I said was an encouragement, and I hope you all have a good weekend.